We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch, Rumble. I got to get kicked up as well. We'll be live there too. And let me just go in here in the settings because I got to get in here and make it subscriber only, or else it'll be madness. All right, let's do that while we're getting ramped up with you guys. We got a few things going on. Got a few things happening here on the screen. We'll jump in. We'll have a little fun with it. All right, so now we got the horizontal and the vertical. So on YouTube, if you're watching, there is a horizontal version of this stream and a vertical. Vertical is if you're watching it this way. I'm down here and something's up there. Horizontal, I'm right here and everything is out here, out there. All right, so let's get it going. See what we got. We got Ilhan Omar. Let's start with that. Here we go. They've got lots of mics, but nowhere to put stuff. So we're getting dialed in right there.
Thank you all for joining us here today. I wanted to hold this press conference at Carmel Mall to highlight our incredible.
Now, guys, keep in mind her microphone is jacked up. So for the first couple minutes, this mic is jacked up, then it gets fixed. Beautiful Bill, what's up? Hello, Rebecca. And Hugh, what's happening, buddy? Good to have you guys. This is Ilhan Omar. Here she goes.
At Carmel Mall to highlight our incredible Somali businesses housed here. We have an extraordinary entrepreneurs who have built amazing businesses.
You mean the Leering Center? Is that what she's talking about? They've built amazing businesses. Alex, what's up, buddy? What is going on? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Freedom-loving Americans. What's happening, guys? Good to have you all. Hello, hello. She's trying to tell us, what again? That Somalis are entrepreneurs. I think she's referring to the Leering Center. Interesting. Let's hear this again. Let's hear this again, bro. They did. They did spray some. Let's listen to this. Get wit. What's up, buddy?
Thank you all for joining us here today. I wanted to hold this press conference at Carmel Mall to highlight our incredible Somali businesses housed here.
She held a press conference in a mall because she wants to showcase all the wonderful Somali businesses.
We have an extraordinary entrepreneurs who have built amazing businesses.
Wow.
Carmel holds a special place in my heart, and I look forward to visiting every time I'm home.
They weren't able to pull any crowds anymore. They held so many pointless, useless, dumbass press conferences that they had to go, instead of trying to get the crowd to go to them, they have to go out to the crowd. That's why they went to the mall. They're in the mall right now. They're literally doing this in a mall, trying to explain to us that the Somali businesses are amazing for Minnesota.
This is one of the places I recommend to visitors to come into our town because it showcases our vibrant Somali community.
Let me turn this up for you so you can hear this again. Hold on. Listen to this again.
Somali businesses housed here.
Listen to this.
We have an extraordinary entrepreneurs who have built amazing businesses.
Amazing entrepreneurs who have built great businesses.
Carmel holds a special place in my heart, and I look forward to visiting every time I'm home. This is one of the places I recommend to visitors who come into our town because it showcases our vibrant Somali community.
What a wonderful, vibrant Somali community. We could not wait for you to showcase that to us. Wow. That that has completed my life.
Carmel Mall is home to more than 100 small businesses, and the owners here have seen a significant decline in business since Trump's Operation Metro Surge began. Community members are afraid to go out.
They're asking what's wrong with her going showcasing the Somali businesses. Well, if you're asking in the chat, then let me tell you why. Because we're good. They're a bunch of frauds, bro, all over the place. Half of these businesses might be fraud. We don't know that, bro. That's why. It's like bananas and rice, you know?
Out as a result of the occupation in our city by ICE. Not only is the federal occupation hurting.
They are American. They are immigrants, bro, that have not become a good part of the economy.
Businesses, the president's reprehensible rhetoric has led right-wing grifters to show up here to terrorize our community. It is indefensible. Hurting small businesses is just the tip of the iceberg. Under the Trump administration's so-called Operation Metro Surge, constitutional rights are being trampled, families are being ripped apart, and fear is being weaponized to try to beat us into submission. Federal immigration agents are terrorizing our neighbors, stopping people of color, demanding papers, detaining U.S. citizens, and brutalizing Minnesotans in the name of public safety. But we know this is not about public safety or immigration enforcement. It is state-sanctioned violence and political retribution. What is unfolding in our state is not accidental. It is part of a coordinated effort to target Black and brown immigrant and Muslim communities through fear, racial profiling, and intimidation. This administration's immigration agenda is not about law enforcement. It is about making people feel they do not belong regardless of their citizen status or the law. But our communities shall not and will not be intimidated. In the face of violence, Minnesotans have organized, protected one another, and showed love instead of fear. Two incredible Minnesotans, Renee Good and Alex Preddy, were murdered for their willingness.
Was Renee Good Minnesotan? I don't even think she was Minnesotan. I heard Renee Good was from some other place, I think some other state altogether, and then got mad at Trump because he was tired of having men and women's sports. And she went to Canada for like a hot second. And then from Canada, she decided, I'm just going to go down to Minnesota and start some shit with the cops. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that right? Yeah, Missouri or something? Colorado? Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. What is she talking about?
Us to stand up and here. Two incredible Minnesotans.
Two Minnesotans? Two Minnesotans? Isn't it Metallica that call them what, vagabonds? No, they're not. That's too good of a word. Huh? Okay. Okay. I got mismedication trying to show me this thing, tell me to move things around.
For their willingness to stand up and protect their neighbors. Now our community is reeling from their murder that were entirely avoidable. No immigration enforcement.
Let us know when she can read a piece of paper. I need to put. I think I need to do. I got no mods with us today. I think, right? Yeah. Let me go subscriber only mode since these guys are having a great time doing that. Let's go click it over for the chat, bro. Talking about. All right, here we go. Subscriber only. And let's do this, bro. 2 at 2. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Johnston House says release the files. Release the file. Bro, these guys are living in 2001.
Agent should ever be allowed to act as a judge, jury, and executioner on our streets. That's right. We will continue to demand real accountability. I am grateful my colleagues who have...
We're showing you the accountability. The accountability is you guys let 20 million or maybe more illegals into the country, and now you're looking at accountability and you're not happy about it. Let's be real. You're not happy about that.
Shown immense moral...
And you've been fighting it the whole time. Instead of learning to do what John Fetterman did and learn how to get along with people and work on stuff and do actually things that will help your fellow Americans in your region. I mean, what are we doing?
For clarity in this moment. I will end with this. We must all do more. Everyone here understands that. Voting no on DHS funding bill is the bare minimum. Backing the resolution to impeach Kristi Noem is the bare minimum. Holding law-breaking ICE agents legally accountable is the bare minimum. We must abolish ICE. This moment demands it. And next, I want to introduce my dear friend and colleague, Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley.
All right, so we get her talking for a little while. The mic gets fixed, and then we go back to Mrs. Ilhan Omar. Mrs. I came from Somalia, and I'm the most entitled American in the world. Let's go.
The Congresswoman, as she said, has visited Minnesota multiple times, whether it was coming with the Congressional Black Caucus to see the opportunities that exist here in Minnesota for all of us, whether it was to come and to protect our beautiful Mississippi River and stand with the Native American community, and now being here to make sure that she's standing in solidarity with us. Next, I want to call on Minnesota State Senator Omar Fateh, who represents this district.
Here we go, bro. They brought the whole shit show.
No. Don't use it? Okay. Testing, is this good?
The whole entire thing.
Nothing.
The mic should pick you up.
Testing.
It's in and out.
You're fine. You can do it. I tried. Thank you, members of the public, members of Congress, Congresswoman Ilhan Omar and Congresswoman Pressley, and local leaders for joining us here today. As an elected of this local neighborhood in the Senate, I think we all know what's happening here is harmful and unacceptable. We can all see and call out the brutality that ICE agents when we see it on the streets and on camera. But here's what's also brutal. Closed shops and quiet hallways here in the Carmel Mall. That means small business owners and workers losing out, missing the money that keeps them in business and their bills paid here and in their homes. One of the freedoms Americans value is the freedom of fear.
Fucking you, bro.
Freedom from fear. And it is the
oh, come on, guys. At least read from the paper.
Fear of harassment.
You could do that, right?
Unlawful arrest and abuse, that's keeping Minnesotans in their homes right now.
Beta male.
Beta male. Beta male.
Hold on. We got more buttons for him, bro.
Satan is your daddy, woman.
Satan is your daddy, woman.
Satan is your daddy, woman.
Let's go. We got more.
So you're gay? I didn't know you were gay. How did you become gay? How did you become gay?
Shit. Oh,
That keeps
man.
them in business and their bills paid here and in their homes.
They lose their
One of the
mind. Let's go back to
Americans
Ilhan
have-
Omar.
Many a time.
This is the most important task in front of us right now.
What's the
second
most
thing,
important? Hold on. What's the most important task in front of us right now? Let's find out, guys. What's going on? Hold on.
In this moment, thousands of families in the Twin Cities and across our state are
Okay.
sheltering at home because the choice in front of them is whether they're going to lose their life or they're going to lose their home come Sunday, February 1st.
So let me get this straight. She's tripping out because she feels that residents are staying in their homes because they're fearing for their lives. Are you trying to tell me that you do not have the capability to leave your home? Your residents are not able to leave their homes without assaulting federal law enforcement? Is that what you're telling us right now? Your residents, all of your residents, can't leave their homes without assaulting law enforcement? Is that what I just heard? Hold on.
Are sheltering at home. In this moment, thousands of families in the Twin Cities and across our state are sheltering at home because the choice in front of them is whether they're going to lose their life or they're going to lose their home come Sunday, February 1st.
Wow, bro, wow. I love it how they commit crimes. They do things illegally. They do things that are criminal. They do whatever it is, pick one or multiple of them. And then they want to blame you for holding them accountable. They want to blame us for holding them accountable for what they did. Is that what's going on right now? Are we okay, bro? Is this what? Are we okay right now? Oh, this is insane.
There are two things every single person can do right now. First, you can organize. If you don't live in Minneapolis,
Organize. All you guys are doing is organizing. That's literally the only thing you do is organize. She just said what you can do is organize. That's literally your entire whole jobs, you guys watching these people and whoever's on the left listening. If you're standing there, you're organizing and that's what you're paid to do. You're not even doing it because you believe in it, because we know, because when we go talk to you and put a camera in your face and we ask you why you're standing here with a sign, you can't even answer the question. You don't even really know what the hell you're doing out there. Guys, are we all right? What in the hell is going on right now, bro? Are these people okay?
if you are not under occupation right now, people like Tom Homan and Kristi Noem are not going to stop here. They may be coming to your city next. You need to.
Hate to break it to you, but they're all over the country right now, and everyone seems to be all right with it. It seems to be working out just fine, just like it did under Obama, when you guys didn't say a damn word about it. It's going just about the same, except on a way lower scale than Obama. Obama is like way more. So. What exactly is going on here? What are you talking about?
Get organized. Get to know your neighbors.
Get organized. Again, that's all they do. These people get paid to organize and go out and hold signs. We saw them with the U-Haul trucks getting out with a whole entire, it's like a stock. It's like the U-Haul trucks are stock for I mean, it has all anything you could imagine, all the picket signs, all the, this, that, and the other, the noisemakers, and it's a whole production. All you do is organize.
Figure out how you are going to keep families together. This is the most important task in front of us right now. The second thing every person can do is join Southsiders.
You're exactly right. Trump is their daddy, bro. Where are my other buttons?
What the? Are you out of your cotton picking mind?
There it is. That's the one. Are they out of their cotton picking mind?
Are you out of your cotton picking mind?
Dude, these people, they've lost it, bro. It's okay. That's why we're here.
In calling our governor, Tim Walz, former vice presidential candidate, to enact an eviction moratorium right now to help keep families together, help keep families in their homes. I'm really grateful to Congresswoman Omar and Congresswoman Presley for their work in Washington to rein in this out-of-control, murderous regime. And I want to thank all of you for...
If I just played a little clip of that, you might think they're talking about the Iranian government that just slaughtered 30,000, 40,000 people. Literally. But they're talking about people with a history of violence going out, impeding law enforcement, stopping them, assaulting law enforcement. And I mean, we can just go on and on and on. I mean, it just keeps going. It gets worse. The more I go, the worse it gets. But the way they talk, the rhetoric is like they're talking about Iran or Venezuela or I don't know. You pick any communist, socialist, brutal government.
For being here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Aisha. And with that, we will take a few questions.
Congresswoman, what is your message?
Whoa. You're a congresswoman, bro. Act like it.
Congresswoman Omar, any concern about doing events like this? Any fear after what happened to you last night at the town hall meeting?
Well, I think my presence here should tell you that the fear and intimidation doesn't work on me. And
Exactly, G. Hanker.
You and I have talked about this many a times. The president's rhetoric, the attacks from him since I've gotten into public office, from the right wing, has always been really to stop me from being in public service, to intimidate me, to make me want to quit. It's
because you're incompetent and you're a loser. That's why. It's very clear. You can try gaslight everyone, but you're an idiot. That's why they try to get you out of office. That's why they've successfully removed you from a couple of positions already. Like, you're just weak.
The only message is it hasn't worked thus far, and it's not going to work in the future.
You know what's not going to work is you gaslighting us. That's not happening anymore, and you're shaking in your boots. Now you're doing look at you. You're doing a press conference in a mall trying to tell us about Somali businesses. Are we okay? Does she know we're in America, bro? Does she know we're... Is she okay, bro?
The Great White Hope. Are you out of your cotton picking mind?
Is she out of her mind, bro? You're in America, lady. You want to put us in a mall and show us, I don't know, what kind of store, what kind of entrepreneurs is she trying to showcase right now for us? The guy in the center of the mall with the cell phone hut? That guy? That's selling you your cell phone cases and whatnot? Is that what she's trying to showcase right now? What exactly are we talking about? Come and see. I'm doing this press conference in a mall right now to showcase the wonderful Somali entrepreneurship that's holding the world together. It's the glue of America. I mean, I added all of that, but I probably said what she was trying to say, but she had to read what ChatGPT wrote on her piece of paper. So, what exactly are we talking about, guys? What are you talking about? Racist? Oh, here we go. Is she calling me racist? Shannon, nope. I'm here for calling me. Are you calling me racist, Shannon? Oh, bro. Imagine for a second, bro. They're trying to show us. They're trying to show us the Somali businesses in the mall. Let's do a press conference in the mall. You couldn't find one solid Somali business to go inside and say, I'm doing it from this business, from this showroom, from this, I don't know, factory, from this, I don't know. You have to bring us in the middle of the mall where you're just literally just standing there. Yeah. Shannon says, I'm genuinely curious if you are a Christian. No, I'm not a Christian. No, I'm not a Christian. I'm not Jewish. I'm not Muslim. I'm not Hindu. I'm not religious. But this is a joke, you guys.
I'm wondering what, if anything, you've heard from the Republicans.
I had to go to a mall. Again, guys, she can't pull crowds. Just like Biden, they can't pull crowds. So what do? They go to the crowd. That's why they're in the mall. Let's be honest.
You know, blame is very interesting, but facts are more important. And what the facts have shown since I've gotten into elected office is that every time the President of the United States has chosen to use hateful rhetoric to talk about me and the community that I represent.
So let me get this straight. Hateful rhetoric, you mean statistics? You mean the actual numbers? Yeah, that's what Shannon's mad about because we talk about actual numbers and then they want to say it's racist. It's not racist to say that I believe 85% or more of the people that were indicted that were charged with the Somali frauds thus far, or let's just say the fraud that's happening in Minnesota, over 85% are Somali. That's not racist. That's a reality. If she thinks that's hateful rhetoric, well, maybe she shouldn't have allowed Somalis to commit fraud in her state. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. You're mad because we call out facts.
My death threats skyrocket. For 4 years.
Death threats skyrocket. How about you guys trying to kill our president before he even becomes president? Twice.
So when he was in office.
Spare us the bullshit.
The first 2 years I was state rep. And the last 2 years I was a member of Congress. It was maybe my second or third week when he started attacking me. I became a freshman who nobody should have actually known I existed because I wielded no power, to having the most death threats of any member of Congress. To the point where I had to have 6 Capitol Police officers providing 24-hour detail to me and my family.
False.
He left office. Well, he was defeated. And Biden got elected. And for 4 years, it almost plummeted. Then he came back into office.
I think she has the information down, but she has the wrong timeline. It was under Biden where everything was crashed. Our country was a complete nightmare. It was a disaster. And so it's under Biden that we have we had all this crazy shit happen to our country. All of these 20 million people came in 4 years. Imagine that's a lot. That's a lot. And now we're dealing with the pain of not getting them out of the country. That's a whole different pain. The pain of listening to idiots complain about us trying to fix the problem they created. That's the painful part. Imagine these guys go break it. You're going to fix it. And then while you're trying to fix it, they're making it harder for you and going crazy, losing their minds. What up, Hans? Hans, you bring up a good point. Do you think she has death threats because people like her or hate her? She's probably not doing a good job.
And he reassumed his vitriol. And now, my death threats are the highest of the members of Congress. And last night, the man that attacked me was specifically upset that Trump's order to deport Somalis was not yielding enough deportations of Somalis. So he wanted to come get the person he thought was protecting the Somalis. Well, we are protected by the Constitution. That's right. I'm sorry to tell you the truth.
Yeah, now that you came into our country, yeah, you have our Constitution, but the country you came from does not have that. And you import all those people into that area, and they struggle to, obviously, a lot of them made horrible decisions, struggled to make good decisions. Again, 85% of the people charged for fraud in Minnesota, I think more than 85%, are Somali. And they're Muslim, by the way. Muslim Somali. Yeah, just like this guy in the chat, Ahmed, Fahad Ahmed is another Muslim. Yeah. And so, so she holds a position you dream of. Oh no, I'm in my position I dream of right here, buddy. I'm looking at you from my position. And then he says, and how can you prove us? How can you prove us you're not coming from a hateful and racist place? I'm telling you the truth. You can call the truth hateful, you can call it racist. I can't control your brain and tell your brain how to work properly. If it's not gonna work properly, that's up to you, bro, not me. And I don't really care. You call me whatever you call me racist. Please call me racist, call me whatever words you want to call me. Go ahead, keep calling me more names. You don't like facts, that's on you, bro. That's on you. By the way, Muslims, if you know this guy Fahad Ahmed, you want to rock the boat? Well, let's go to it. Let's do it. Muslims, by the way, are more likely to be on welfare than any other immigrant in this country, on average. There's another fact for you. You want more? I got more facts, bro. You want more facts?
By the Constitution.
Since you're allergic, bro, let's get you going.
And so I do believe that the facts of
That's what I thought.
the situation are that I wouldn't be where I am at today, having to pay for security, having the government to think about providing me security if Donald Trump wasn't in office and if he wasn't so obsessed with me. It is ironic that just last night he was on stage moments before I was attacked, talking about me. And then when asked about my attack, he said, I don't.
All right. So again, it's getting boring because she's just, again, they have no like actual policies, plans, ideas, anything that can help their constituents, the people voting for them. They don't. It's like, it's almost painful to watch. Rent-free TDS, bro. Exactly. It's like, bro, they just continue to just spew, and they get nowhere. They get nowhere, bro, nowhere. And the interesting part is, if they actually, put in the work and come up with some kind of something, their people are, as they were saying, organized. They could do stuff. They could do some good stuff. And we'd be down for it, bro. Please help. Do some good stuff. But no. They're like children, bro. They can't help themselves. They've lost it, bro. They're completely gone. Muslims, Loretta says in the chat, Muslims need to assimilate or get out. She's talking about the attack she dreamed up. Exactly. FAFO. Exactly. What up, K-Dog? Yep. That's what it is, dude. Bunch of losers, man, with loser mentality, running around blaming everyone else but themselves. It's everyone else's fault but yours, isn't it? Everyone else but you. Accountability? No. Some kind of help in some way to actually help people? No. Straight loser mentality, bro. It's painful to watch sometimes.
Does he not remember? Is he suffering from dementia?
Does he not remember? What are you talking about?
How do you spend 20, 30 minutes on stage obsessing over...
How do you spend 15 to 20 billion dollars of taxpayer money on nothing with no checks and balances in your district?
For me by name multiple times, and then moments later say, Ilhan Omar? I don't think about her. So hopefully that answers your question. We'll take one more question. We'll take one more question from the Somali reporters.
Of course, you can't take a question from someone that you know is gonna, ask you a real question that you can't. They won't answer anyway.
Ilhan, last night what happened was shock to us.
You're not gonna ask in Somali?
Yeah, I agree. They need to assimilate. They need to get dialed in. They need to be part of the economy. They need to do, But here's the thing: most of them, because of that religion, believe. I know the background. I have family that were Muslim or that are Muslim, or great grandmother's passed away now. But dude, it's just the religion doesn't really, offer much to civilizations that want to really progress and grow and advance technologically and in many other ways. It just, you have to import Western people to come and help you do that stuff. That's when it's gotten, if they've ever gotten anywhere, that's how it's gotten there. But I don't know. It's just,
Okay. And xalay waxaa lagu dhacay arrin weerar lagugu soo qaaday anigu meesha ayaan fadhiyey ninkaasi feerka aad u sayleexisay marka dagaal ma baratay ma saaceed adigaa rabo inaad
Yeah, Hans, Hugh, you're exactly right. A fake winery.
Well, Liban aniyad was naqana.
Look at this. Look, this is guy, dude, just take this in for a second. Hold on. This is the Somali mall that they brought us to do a press conference to showcase the entrepreneurial Somalis, Muslims. Guys, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Absolutely crazy. These people are nuts. This is my Instagram. Let's go. Dude, I got Candace good. I don't know if you guys saw that.
And of course,
you know what? But I just want to play this for us right now because it seems to be relevant like almost all the time. Let's just play this.
How many refugees has Poland taken?
0.
And you're proud of that?
If you're asking me about Muslims' illegal immigration, none, not even one will come to Poland. Not even one if it's illegal. We took over 2 million Ukrainians who are working, who are peaceful in Poland. We will not receive even one Muslim because this is what we promised.
But I asked
this
not
quota
about
system
illegal
failed.
immigrants. I asked about refugees. And Jean-Claude Juncker, the Commission President, says that you're racist. You sound proud of the fact that you haven't taken any refugees.
Of course, because this is what our people are expecting from our government. That's number one. This is why our government was elected. But this is why Poland is so safe. This is the reason why we had not even one terrorist attack.
Yep.
Look at the streets in Poland. And we can be called populists, nationalists, racists. I don't care. I care about my family and about my country.
How many refugees has
I care
Poland
about my
taken?
family and my country. Bro, that right there, sometimes I watch that and I get goosebumps. Sometimes, not often. But I do, that's one of those that I play it for myself. And I'm like, dude, you can call me racist. You can tell in this chat already, I was like, dude, call me whatever you want. You know, I care about my family and my country. So...
Muslims living with Sikhs, problem. Muslims living with Hindus, problem. Muslims living with Baha'is, problem. Muslims living with Shintos, problem. Muslims living with Buddhists, problem. Muslims living with Christians, problem. Muslims living with Muslims, very big problem.
Yeah.
So this led to, they're not happy in Gaza. They're not happy in Egypt. They're not happy in Libya. They're not happy in Iran. They're not happy in Iraq. They're not happy in Yemen. They're not happy in Pakistan. They're not happy in Syria. They're not happy in Lebanon. They're not happy in Nigeria. They're not happy in Kenya. They're not happy in Sudan. They're not happy in Morocco. And they're not happy in Afghanistan. So, where are they happy?
Where?
They're happy in Australia. They're happy in Belgium.
Yep.
They're happy in France.
Yep.
They're happy in Holland. They're happy in Italy. They're happy in Germany. They're happy in Spain. They're happy in Sweden. They're happy in Denmark. They're happy in the USA and Canada. They're happy in Norway and India. They're very happy in England. Loads of welfare benefits. They're happy in almost every country that is not Islamic. And who do they blame? Not Islam. Not their leadership. Not themselves. They blame the countries they are happy in. And they want to change the countries they're happy in to be like the countries they came from where they were not happy. Muslims live.
Love that one. That is a good one, bro. That is a solid one. I love that one. Such a good one. What a good one. Arabs are not excited about the positive change that's taking place in Iran. Why? Because Arab countries do better when Iran is oppressed. A clear example is Dubai. Dubai was nothing 45 years ago. As soon as the Islamic regime destroyed Iran, Dubai turned into the magical place it is now. When Iran is free, people would rather invest in and travel to Iran instead of Arab countries. The Arab countries know this, and they're not happy. And as a result, they said they won't allow their airspace to be used for military action against the Islamic regime. They'd rather see Islam continue to slaughter innocent people in Iran so they can flourish. Meanwhile, America and Israel both agree on military action. This is the first time both countries openly agree and are ready for action against the Islamic regime. And Israel has created a list of people they want to eliminate. This time, they're top officials in the government of Iran. The United States, we have all our military elements in place, including B-2, B-1, B-52, F-22, F-35 aircrafts, and now the EA-37B electronic warfare aircraft. Plus, the USS Abraham Lincoln is officially in position and is on standby, ready to go. Inside Iran, inflation got even worse. The money they pay their soldiers is becoming worthless. They can't keep this up much longer. All of this is leading to the inevitable downfall of Khamenei and the Islamic regime. Marg bar Khamenei, marg bar Jomhuri Islami, Javid Shah, payande Iran. Solid, dude. Solid. Here's another one, bro. This one kind of gets people a little bit, but we got to see this one. Let's go to this one real quick. I don't know if you guys saw this. If these monsters consider you to be corrupt, dirty, and unholy for not practicing their religion, do you think they prefer to be surrounded by more dirty people like us? Or would they rather have us practice their religion so they don't have to live with filth? If they had the power, they would clean up America and make us all practice their religion. Look at the UK. If you're not aware of what's happening in the UK and other parts of Europe, look at it yourself. They currently run the biggest cities in the UK, and now the person in charge of policing and national security is a Muslim as of September of 2025. And as a result, they're putting more people in jail for practicing freedom of speech than any other Western country. They're already in Minnesota, Michigan, and now New York. They don't approve of you and I. To them, we're in the way. They come here and try to turn our country into the countries they would never return to because they're trash. These people don't make sense. They're not smart. They come from places that haven't advanced because they don't have the capacity for growth. It's not their fault. They're like children that don't know any better. And we need to take the role of the parents here and say, sorry, but we're not doing that. We have the recipe for success, and that tyrannical religion isn't it. If these monsters consider you to be corrupt, dirty, and unholy for not practicing their religion, do you think they prefer to be surrounded by more dirty people like us? Or would they rather have us practice their religion so they don't have to live with filth? You guys get the point? I hope so. I think you did. I think I said it clear enough. They consider us filthy. They consider us less. They consider us unholy. They consider us, I mean, you can throw in any kind of word in there. A lot of people actually translate it in many different ways. But again, I've been exposed to the religion. It was in my family. It was in different places. Not my parents, but, you know, but I know what it's like to be around them. I know what it's like, you know. I know the mentality, the ideology. And I've been around them. I grew up around Arab Muslims out here and black Muslims and white Muslims and not so many white Muslims, but very few actually. Almost none, to come to think of it. Mostly Arab Muslims and some Persian, almost no Persian Muslims. It's very hard to find a Muslim that left Iran that is like, yes, I still love Islam, that completely destroyed my country and killed so many people that I know. There's very, very few people are down for that. So it's just a crazy thing there. So, and I've been exposed to it, and it's not, you know, do you think if you have that mentality that the people, if let's say you live next door to someone and they're not Muslim, but you're Muslim, and you're like, well, that person is, you know, not Muslim and they're just not going to go to heaven, or they're not cool, or they're dirty, or they're less of a person than I am, and they're unholy. And I mean, you just, again, go on and on. In some direct translations of the Quran tell you to eliminate those people, by the way, especially if they were once Muslim and then they switched to something else, especially then you have to eliminate them. So that's what that is. Sledge McGee, is that what that is? Muslim haters are good. No. It's called America. It's called freedom of speech, buddy. Yeah, I can feel however I want about whoever I want. Yeah, not a fan of Islam. Not a fan. But it's just, it doesn't make sense, dude. It just doesn't make sense. You know, it's hard to make sense out of that. It really is. It really, really is. All right, let's go here. Let's go back. And let's go look at some of this stuff here. because there are some gems in here. And we're going to find them. We're going to find these gems.
Would be the least amount of government.
I've heard the most bizarre argument against this.
That thing has music. Let's see if I could actually find that. I like that one. That's a good one. That is let's see here. No. Haven't been able to find it. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep it going.
Our country is not a hotel. It's not a dormitory. This is our home. I don't think that a culture that thinks gay people should be stoned is as valid as ours. This is not a controversial thing to say. We have a policy to deport all foreign criminals, spending lots of money here looking after them. If they can be put in jails in other countries, even better.
Does the Prime Minister now accept that when he said that it was the law that trans women were women, he was wrong?
I do not want to see.
So I found her. She's pretty awesome. She's in England, the UK, and does pretty well. I would say that what's Sam talk? Sam is just saying dumb shit again. Look at that. Some interpretations. No, yeah, you can look it up. You can look it up, bro. Yep. But she's doing good. She's on the right. She's in England, and actually, you know, I think there's some kind of like a momentum with her.
Feminism spread across the world, and it is everywhere.
I know what a woman is, and I always have. Yeah. The people of this country know what a woman is. We didn't need the Supreme Court to tell us that, but this government did.
We tried to deport a Jamaican national who had committed crimes. Shabana Mahmood and Keir Starmer wrote a letter asking us not to deport him. He went on to kill someone else later. I'm tired of us asking all of these irrelevant questions about where should they go. They will go back to where they should do or another country, but they should not be here. We need to look after the people in our country. How can we have a prime minister who doesn't know what a woman is until the Supreme Court tells him? What does he know about the economy then? What's he going to do about foreign affairs? We've just been talking about Trump and Zelensky. If someone is too afraid to say what they think because...
No, Sam, they don't force it. And I don't know what school you went to. It's not forced on anyone. And you got to also compare apples to apples. Islam is not Christianity. Islam is way different. Christianity is way better on the children than Islam and the whole planet, in my opinion. So, yeah.
Because they're afraid of what the media will say.
Yeah.
Or what others will say, then how can they lead the country? Our country is not a hotel. It's not a dormitory.
I like that one. That was a good one.
MSNBC thought...
And then they made that guy look better.
You cannot have 70,000.
All right, joining us now is a man.
All right. I think I got to, where are we at? Here we go.
And maybe you can provide insight or
More
information.
fraud.
That's not your job. We have a license. Ask them, go to the online and ask our license.
More fraud, this time in Ohio.
This is not your job. Get out of here.
No, it is my job to investigate the use of public funds.
Show me if you have evidence. I'm not going to give you any.
Yep. All right, guys, I think that's it. It's getting late. It's 11 o'clock at night. It's 10:55 in Southern California, and I need to go chill out a little bit so we can come back and have a little more fun tomorrow. More fun tomorrow. Let's do this. Appreciate you guys. That was a fun little live stream together. And we will get going. And yeah, go ahead and take a look at your verses of Islam, guys. Take a look. Find out what happens when if anyone converts away from Islam, or take a look at what Islam says about people that are not Muslim. Take a look at what the Quran says about people that are not practicing Islam. And you could take a look at interpretations of it and take it how you want, but you'll see what I mean. And there's way more to it than that, but we'll start with that. Yeah. All right, cool, guys. Thank you again. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. Good night.